In the final year of World War II, the Pacific was still burning with brutal warfare. It was 1945. The United States had its eyes on Japan, but one small island stood firmly in the way. Iwo Jima, a tiny speck on the map, yet its strategic value was enormous. From this island, American bombers could launch attacks directly into the Japanese mainland. Capturing Iwo Jima wasn't a choice. It was a necessity. And so began one of the bloodiest battles in American history. More than 70,000 U.S. Marines were sent to face nearly 21,000 well-prepared Japanese soldiers who had dug themselves deep into the volcanic soil. Hidden bunkers, tunnels, and fortified sniper nests. It was a living nightmare. Each day Marines advanced inch by inch through black sun soaked with blood. The air reeked of sulfur and gunpowder. The sound of explosions and dying cries never stopped. And yet, the Marines fought on, not for glory, not for conquest, but because they believed the flag behind them must never fall. Then came February 23rd, 1945, a moment that would echo through eternity. After days of relentless fighting, a small group of Marines reached the summit of Mount Suribachi, the highest point on the island. Exhausted, wounded, but determined, they planted a pole into the rocky ground. And then, 6 men, Franklin Sousley, Michael Strank, Harlon, Rene, Gagnon, and Harold Schultz together raised the American flag high into the sky. That moment was captured by a photographer named Joe Rosenthal. A single click, a single frame. But what he captured wasn't just 6 soldiers on a flag. He captured a nation's soul. The next morning, the image spread across the United States. People, upset mothers cried. Fathers clenched their fists, and the country, broken by years of war, suddenly stood tall again. Because in that image, they didn't just see soldiers. They saw courage. They saw sacrifice. They saw hope. But behind that image lay a deep and tragic truth. 3 of the flag raisers, Strank, Sousley, and Block, never made it home. They died just days later, fighting in the same battle. Their names faded from the newspapers, but their legacy became eternal. To honor them, United States built the Iwo Jima Memorial, a bronze monument of that iconic moment, where the 6 Marines are forever captured in the act of raising the flag. It stands in Washington, D.C. to this day, a place where visitors walk silently, heads bowed. Not in mourning, but in gratitude, because that flag, that photograph, that moment, it wasn't just history, it was a heartbeat. It was a promise. Final words. A photo taken in 5 seconds. But painted. Decades of sacrifice. Oceans of courage. And the blood. Heroes. This is the flag that inspired a nation. And his flag never falls.